So doing something a little bit different with this video, I've got 3 different tanks, but they're all Tier 7 Tech Tree light tanks. So we're starting with the AMX 1375, and the second one is in the British Setter, and then the last replay is the German Sparpanzer. So yeah, the first one, AMX 1375, 4-shot auto-loader. Really like this tank. So yeah, just coming to the Central Ridge, playing it a little bit more aggressively than I would in a medium. Coming onto the road to see if I can spot anything. Coming now down to the usual spot where I try and spot across. See this KV2, aiming for the engine jet, and we shot him down. So yeah, that was a really dangerous enemy that we've prevented going into the town. So how heavies hopefully will have a better time. See the snake bite, try and get the free aim shot in there. Doesn't quite come off. So now we're on the reload. Reload's nice and fast with this one. I do like auto loaders like this. I will forego sort of damage for this nice sort of fast reload, especially in light tanks. Seeing the snake bite, I'm thinking he's just YOLOing across, just seeing if I can get any damage. He's not looking this way at all, so I feel quite confident he's just trying to find artillery. Get another shot in, we get shut down. So got one shell in, just on R2 this one, last shot in. I get it into the dragon. So they've pushed quite aggressively down the 1-2 line, or at least that light tank have. I get a shot from somewhere. Feel like it's one of the mediums with the damage that got taken off. But there's a E25 over there. That'll be very difficult to spot up. Try and take a shot on the move. Doesn't come off. Just seeing what this light tank does. Coming back to the Central Ridge. Haven't really got hardly any assistance damage for a light tank, so I'm coming back here to see if I can spot anyone up. Aiming for the lower plate, ricocheting, and just looked like that one just missed. So yeah, not doing too well at the moment, about 600 combined. But yeah, we do pick up the pace up. All these games are aces as well, which is great. So yeah, we do pick this pace up. Slap side onto us, so put a shot in. Aiming, see if we can put a shot in there. Notice that someone's looking at us. Aiming for the propeller, get one in. Take a shot. Probably wasn't worth it for the shot damage. So just on the reload, disengage from over there. Notice this light tank's crossing. It is the last light tank, so it is the priority. Missed the first shot, missed the second, getting with the third. So this crew that I've got in this particular one, I think it's only maybe a 4-skill crew at the moment. Hardly ever used to use French tanks, but I think I've got 6 cent, spawn leader, rapid loading, and steady aim. So, yeah, fairly standard ones. Not too sure. I think it is the full crew skills. Equipment wise, for optics, camouflage, I tend to be running that more often now, since you don't have to be stationary. So yeah, optics, camouflage. I think I've probably got nothing in the third slot. I tend not to put too much equipment in Tech Tree tanks. Tier 7s, I'll put 1 or 2 in, especially with light tanks, just to help the vision and the camo. So that's what I tend to do. I think they're all like that in these replays. Apart from, I think, the Setter, I've got the vertical stabilizers on it as well. But yeah, we're up to 1100 damage now, so getting improving. We're a tank down, but I feel that we've got this central ridge and this E25. I really do want it out of the game because it essentially is a light tank, how it operates, how fast it is, the view range it's got. But I'm thinking as long as I stay behind it, it's a TD ultimately, so I am completely safe from him at the moment. If he handbrakes round or tries to do anything, I'll be able to just avoid him. So yeah, as soon as I was in that position, luckily we're going at the same speed, so I wasn't going to overtake it. Sometimes that can be a bit tricky to manage. But again, it seemed as though it was YOLOing for the artillery, which I don't blame. The E25 may have been doing that, assuming that they've already won. We're down 2 tanks in the end game, but I'm thinking 2 of those tanks are artillery, so you know they're pretty much just a couple of enemies that are pure luck based. So feeling as though I want to go light them up if anyone's camping at the back. There's usually someone at the back here. I don't feel as though there's anyone down the 1-2 line, but we get the one spot over there. The mediums over on that central ridge. They're both quite low health. This is the Oni from earlier. Again, not too sure why this tank didn't go down, but we get the artillery spotted, and of course we're gonna aim. Not the engine out, which was lucky. So yeah, I'm gonna say that artillery's luck based anyway, so get some luck against it for once. This only is decided to come down and try and get me, but I'm thinking now it's not going to catch up with me. There's an artillery around here somewhere. It was pre-aimed over to the right. It saw where that artillery was destroyed and assumed I was just going to charge over the top there. Just use that wreck. I should have used it a little bit longer, but I'm thinking I just want to use this here. Get under his gun like this. Just checking, because I feel as though he's going to push out at some point, so just trying to take a snapshot. I run into the side of the map again. Lucky that he misses. He's now trying to chase me. I am making it easy. I am sort of thinking this is my last realistic chance of damage. I'm sure our friendly medium's going to light the other enemy up. It's 2-2 now. Ricochet. Get one shot in. He's just fired. Get another shot in. So yeah, he's possibly a 2-shot for me. I've disengaged. I'm running off. I've now thought, well, I can outspot him. So whilst I'm lit, I'll try and get a 6th sense off and just go from a different angle. Medium's coming over. I feel as though it senses an easy kill on that 09. No, I always try and go for the kills if I can. It's thinking I'm going to come back over that bridge. I don't. So again, just losing the spot and just coming back over where they're not expecting you really. You're in the light tank, you're unspotted, you know exactly where the slow heavy is. Take your time to arc round, loop completely round and take them by surprise. So I've only got 2 shells left at this moment, so I'm just pop the food just to boost the view range. I'm thinking that there's some medal or ribbon about finishing off the last enemy tank with your last shell. So I'm thinking that at this moment. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen by. I think if I sort of delayed my shot, I sort of thought I'll take the shot now. I should finish it, and I think I might roll low roll. So yeah, don't get that one, but Yeah, so just checking this corner over here. Some people do just sort of like to just hide here. I'm now thinking town. That E25 was heading over there, or it was coming out of there. So I'm not too sure it felt confident of charging because it felt as though it had support. So the medium's over there. I'm going to catch up quite soon. I'm just going to see if my ally lights anything up. It's a Italian P43. So yeah, I do quite like the P43 actually. So both the Biz and the Ter are good. So I really want to avoid going into town. Don't really want to do this, but I feel as though it is in here somewhere. I'm quite sure I can take probably 3 shots, maybe. Maybe only 2 if he high rolls, but I'm feeling quite confident that if he's round here, if he snaps a shot into me, I'll be able to get my 2 shots off and escape, even if I take a second shot. So spot him, he spots me. I didn't quite stop in time. Just do tracking damage, and at this point I really am thinking of that last putting this last shell in to kill him. We've got 2,300 damage at the moment, 400 assist. Trying to unnecessarily bait a shot. No idea why I did that. I think I was just trying to keep him lit. So yeah, now he's unlit. Now I'm trying to just feel like he's aiming to the, as you see it, to the left of the rock. He's now looking over this way. Again, risky. I'm not too sure. Can't guarantee he hasn't got a shot on me through the supports. He's now just going behind that ridge. I'm thinking where the best place is to line this sharp. I feel that I could finish him with this last shot. And just that 9 damage. So yeah, just miss out. I was glad I got the win, or the amount of damage I got. Got the MVP, got the ace tanker. But yeah, that was the closest I've ever got to getting that, the medal or ribbon. 6 kills. So yeah, Pascucci's always nice to see that. Ace tanker, and top gun. So yeah, really good game. A shame about the last shell, but there we go. So this is the second replay in the setup. This does have a better crew in it. I've got I think it's a 7 skill crew. So it's got the 4 standard ones, 6 sense, ball leader, steady aim, rapid loading. It's got the view range perk, the camouflage perk, and I think it's got run and gun. So just using this spot here, it's got the alternate spawns, the sort of the north-south spawns. So I'm just coming up this way just to see if I can spot any enemy tanks up. I'm aiming for this bush over here. I intend to just sit in here for a little while. Get spotted side to side, I'll take a shot, get some damage in. So I've been spotted from behind, so they're pushing the 9-0 line. We've got a couple of mediums. I suspect that there's probably a couple of heavies following in. But our friendly light tanks spotted a couple of heavies camping their base, and as you'll notice on the enemy team and on our team as well, all of the artillery is platooned up. On the enemy team, all 3 of them are in artillery, which when I'm in a light tank and I see that, I just think I just want to get them. You know, there's no need to be in artillery platoons like that. Again, on our team, we've got a light tank and an artillery platooned up and a couple of artilleries platooned up. So yeah, it's just one of those things. I'm not too sure why people do it. I can understand on our side where you've got a light and an artillery. Yeah, not too sure. So yeah, just staying in this bush. I'm not being spotted. I'm moving around just to try and get that few couple of meters extra view range here and there, because if you move around in a light tank, it doesn't affect your camouflage rating, so move around all you like. And it feels as though this area is completely undefended. I'm kind of thinking there's going to be someone on that hill back there, and I do take a look around. I'm just thinking I'm so close to the enemy base. An artillery's been spotted up by our friendly, and they haven't moved off their base. And I've just put 2 shells into this one, and it hasn't moved. So yeah, this is the type of, you know, as I said, I'm not too sure why. I don't get it. Why you'd platoon in artillery like this and then play like this. If they're doing it for a bit of a joke and they all go around shotgunning, then yeah, I can see that being funny. But I think they didn't even move from spawn. I've got the Pascucci's at the moment, and I really want to get this one. I do want to kill all of them, but yeah, I don't. The artillery spoils the fun. So even when you're on there, your team, and getting kills, they're ruining the fun. You're just putting shots into this T-77. Don't want to take another shot from him. That is a big gun. Not too sure if he's on the reload. Again, not too sure why he didn't fly there. Feels like he's going to be reloaded shortly, so I'm getting out of here. Artillery put some damage into him. I take a locked on, but I'm not looking that way, shot. Just disengage the auto lock. I think this heavy tank is turning to get me, which is fine. Again, I think he just shot into the dirt. I put 2 shots into it. I'm just carrying on going. My friendlies finish him up. So yeah, you know, turned his strong front armour to the light tank and completely exposed the soft rear armour to our heavy and TD behind him. So obviously focused on me. You'll probably see that a lot if you play light tanks and you're on a quite low health like this. I think people just see you as a really easy kill. I think that's what a lot of people play for, just the kills. So yeah, just like that example. Light this TD up, but below this ridge, so I'm just coming across. He could one-shot me. I'm thinking, well, okay, just get an extra shot of damage in. But I actually then finished him off. I think he thought I was just gonna run, but something's targeting me. So I'm thinking from where's probably up by sort of that hill over there in sort of G2, H2 area. We're moving in, and there it is. It's the Burresque. Get one shot in. It could finish me in one shot, but at this point, end of the game, 11-1. We're not going to lose. So I'm just thinking one more shot of damage, and he can destroy me. So get another shot in. It's on the reload, so I'm thinking by the time it reloads, I'll be there, over near him. So I'm thinking I don't really want to take a hit. Just waiting for him to make a mistake, really. He fires one into the TD. He finishes the TD off, unfortunately. Get one into the track. Stops on the ridge. When I was originally playing this, I was thinking he was just going to fall off the cliff, and as you notice, we were 2 seconds away from capping, so again 11-1, and the team still decides to cap. So yeah, MVP on that one, 3,000 damage. Again, 24 direct hits, best in game. Always, that's one I always like to get. Pascucci's so close to Dimitri's, I think it is. Ace Tanker. Yeah, really good game. The set is okay. It's not my favourite. I would say out of the three, this one's probably my favourite tank because it's so similar to the Hot Wheels ones. I played the Hot Wheels ones quite a lot, so coming into this one, I knew what to expect, and it's got a really good gun. So yeah, so again, this is an ace one on Vineyards. So yeah, these are all, as I said at the very start, these are all tier 7s, all tech tree ones. So hopefully this will help you decide which one to pick out the 3 to grind for. They are all different. This one is more sort of like quite a little passive scouting tank. I use it as. The gun is hard hitting. The setter is fast. Again, fairly passive. Or I use it sort of fairly passive for scouting. The setter's got an okay gun, but the accuracy is better. Getting lots of assistance damage. Not too sure what the heavy tanks are doing here. They seem to be wanting to work this the ridge line. I'm not too sure an IS is for ridges. So I'm lighting them up. Nothing's lighting me up, so I'm just going to stay here. Track the VK-301 and move forward because I think there's a building there that's stopping my aim, so get another shot in, finish him off. So we're already up to 1,300 assistance damage, 200 damage myself, just by staying in this spot. So we get another spot, get some more assistance, up to sort of almost 1,500 assistance now. Yeah, KB85, big shot in. So as I was saying about which one to grind for, if you want an autoloader, the French line is really good. The tank before that one, the tier 6 one, that's probably tier for tier more fun. Does just the little tier 6 is really good. The tier 5 French tank, the top gun on that one, you almost have to use it like a tank destroyer because the turret rotation is limited. So that's very passive. But the big gun on that tank, I think it's like some sort of 90mm or something. It's massive, and yeah, you can find a bush and spot people up, and then when you feel like you want to punish someone, you just you fire the big gun into it. I think a lot of people, they see the light tank, especially on your team, you know, camping like that in the tier 5 French, thinking you're not playing it correctly, but yeah, you do need to play it almost like a TD. So yeah, I'm just moving forward meter by meter. I'm just using this rock. I feel as though the further I go, the more likely I am to be spotted. I know there's a few ridges over here that's protecting me from the left, so I don't feel as though anything from the town's going to get me. This SU-100 M1 pops out. Thankfully the tracks have drilled most of it, and I just put a shot into his lower plate. I was actually trying to get about here just to get under the gun. Obviously that didn't work, but we got very lucky there. So now we're up to 3,500 assistance. Now we're just over 2,000 damage. Just putting shots into the back of this Japanese Tier 1. Spotted, but feel under no threat really. The medium behind in the by the farmhouse now decided to target me. He puts a shot in, but I set the It's the Type VI 100, I think it's called. Just put the last shot in to finish the game. So yeah, 2,700 damage, 3,800 assistance, really good game, ace tanker, we get the win, and yeah, we get the MVP as well, so really good game. Did 8 detections, so just sitting there and not really doing anything. This does have the camo net, and this crew is, as you see, I just unlocked another skill. So I think this one does have the view range and the camo perks. But yeah, hopefully this video has helped you decide which light tank line to grind out of the French, British and German.